What would it look like if your 13-year-old self made a major life decision for you and your family? That's exactly what we're doing. We've sold our cars, rented our house, and are leaving behind our suburban lives for a year and headed overseas. Our intentions are family bonding and making memories, but I have a feeling much more will result. I'm Mandy Manning, along with my husband Grant and our kids Marin and Grayson, and we are embarking on the Balkans adventure we've titled Manning the Globe, where there will definitely be laughs, hopefully minimal tears, but surely lots of stories. Let's go. Hello. Welcome to the first episode of Manning the Globe. Episode 1. All right, well, this blog is to, I guess it's a vlog, right? This is to recap. We just left 4 days in Prague, and we've traveled to Bulgaria, where we'll be staying in Plovdiv for the next month.
30 days for sure.
30 days.
Yeah.
And so we just want to give a quick recap of what our thoughts were on Prague. And so you can get more details of more details of what we're talking about in our written blog. But Marin, go first. What would you say are a couple of your high points or memorable things from Prague?
I thought it was really cool about how much Czech Republic was involved in World War II, and how everybody thought it was pretty much just Germany and Poland and all those countries, but really they played a big part in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was really cool about how if you go to Prague, they were not bombed at all pretty much by World War II, so there's still a lot of those really old buildings there that are hundreds of
600
years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that.
So the city was really,
Not history.
really held in good standing because it wasn't bombed.
Yeah.
Okay, favorite food.
It's like I don't know how to say turtling.
Turtling?
I don't know, something like, it's kind of like a donut, rectangle spiral thing that's hollow in the middle, and then they fill with ice cream. So
Yeah, it's kind of like a donut-filled ice cream cone.
ice cream cone.
Mine is the scenery, because everywhere you walk there's a great view, and it's I'm pretty sure Prague is one of the most photographed cities in the world.
You listen.
Yeah. And then for food, ice cream, because it's everywhere. You can walk 100 feet and there's a new ice cream stand or whatever.
Mm-hmm. My joke is that this is going to be the ice cream tour 2019 because these three are ice cream junkies. Okay, what would you say are your highlights from Prague?
Highlights from Prague is probably, like Grayson said, the views from the river are amazing. Anywhere you go, there's panoramic views. You can go up in the tower, you can go up in the castle, and you can see everywhere. Plus, it seems like every building is perfectly manicured, perfect architecture. Nothing's in ruins, of course. Everywhere you go, there's a picture waiting to be taken. The other thing is, I think that everything's walkable and you can walk around in different streets and alleys, tiny little one-lane roads, cobblestone everywhere, which is my favorite thing about cities in Europe in general, or any city, in the world. If they have little alleys, tiny little streets, I like that. I like cobblestone streets, and those are everywhere. It'd be really hard to ride a bike around town, but
People do.
But they do. Okay, and food. I think my food was the traditional Czech Republic food, which is, there was a couple times I had beef with cream sauce, which is kind of one of their specialties, I think. Yeah. And had that a couple times, and that was really good. The beer is awesome and dirt cheap, so a buck for a beer is a reasonable price, and that's what it usually is.
Yeah.
And I like the ice cream too as well, which is everywhere.
Anything else?
History, I mean, the concentration camp north of town that we went to was
Terezin, the concentration
Terezin.
camp. We took a bus trip there, and it was about
Well, the prison and
correct. It was a prison, and then it was a concentration
right.
camp.
then. Again.
But it was 30 minutes from Prague, and it was an easy trip, and it was a great day. We left at 10, and we got back at 5, so it was a great trip.
Yeah, it was amazing, and it was built on, like I said, an old 17th century fortress, really, and then the Nazis turned it into a concentration camp in World War II. So it was quite a lot of history in that one spot. So
Yep.
that was really, really interesting. Sad, but interesting. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, tomorrow we start our adventure in Plovdiv, and so we will keep you posted on what happens here. But until then, let's go.
Yeah.